Welcome back to our channel, World Coins History. As you knew that old is gold, but these rare $quarter coins that are most valuable than you think, don't spend one of them, so please watch complete video and find your treasure. Let's start this. Top 1. Today's story begins with a coin every American has seen, yet very few truly understand. The United States of America Bicentennial Quarter, stamped with the dual dates 1776 to 1976, looks ordinary at first glance. But behind its drumming soldier and torch of freedom lives a world of hidden rarities, striking errors, and values that can surprise even seasoned collectors. So listen closely, because the next few minutes may change the way you look at the change in your pocket. When this coin was released for the 200th anniversary of American independence, millions were minted. People spent them freely, saved them in jars, and tucked them away in drawers as souvenirs. Most of them remain extremely common today, especially those that circulated. These have a simple worth, just 25 cents. But that is only the beginning. The thrill begins when we step into the world of crisp, uncirculated pieces and shining silver editions. Some bicentennial quarters were struck in a special 40% silver composition. These were sold in collector sets and never meant for circulation. Their luster, sharper details, and limited release give them an entirely different identity. Collectors search for flawless surfaces, full drum details, and mirror-like fields. A high-grade silver example can climb far above its face value, but the true legends of this coin come from the unexpected, errors that slipped past the mint with quirks that turn a simple quarter into a treasure. Double strikes that show the drummer twice. Off-center strikes where half the design is drifting into empty metal. Wrong planchet errors struck on dime blanks or foreign coin stock. Even dramatic die breaks that scar the face with raised veins of metal. These are the coins that spark instant curiosity and command the attention of every serious numismatist. Rarity is born not just from age but from survival. Out of the massive mintage, only a tiny fraction remain in pristine condition, and an even smaller number contain spectacular mint errors. That scarcity is what transforms an everyday coin into a collectible prize. Now for the real market prices, spoken clearly. A standard circulated bicentennial quarter is worth just 25 cents. A typical uncirculated example often ranges from $1 to $5. A 40% silver proof or mint state piece can reach $10 or more depending on condition. Exceptionally high-grade coins certified at the top levels can rise into the hundreds. And dramatic mint error bicentennial quarters have sold at auction for several $1,000s, with remarkable double-struck examples reaching into the tens of thousands. So the next time you hear that familiar jingle of pocket change, remember this story. It only takes one extraordinary quarter to turn an ordinary day into a discovery worth celebrating. Top 2, we're diving into a coin that millions of people think they know, but very few have ever looked at closely. The United States quarter dollar from the year 1988 might appear completely ordinary, just another Washington quarter passing quietly from hand to hand. But what if the coin you're about to hear about is far more interesting than it looks? What if hiding among all those everyday pieces are a handful of rare survivors, minting mistakes, and unexpected treasures that collectors chase with excitement? So coin lovers, listen carefully, because this is one of those stories that turns an ordinary year into an extraordinary hunt. 1988 was a busy year for the mint. Billions of coins poured out of the presses, and when production runs that fast, unusual things begin to slip through. Most quarters from this year led rough lives: shopping carts, parking meters, soda machines, each leaving tiny scars. Only a small number escaped untouched, preserved in banks, collections, and forgotten rolls. These untouched beauties, with clean fields and razor-sharp details, are the foundation of collector value. A mint state coin from this year doesn't just look better, it feels like time itself froze around it, but the real excitement comes from the unexpected flaws. Mint errors are the heartbeat of this coin's desirability. Picture a double-die quarter where the inscriptions have a faint yet clear ghost image, as if the coin whispered a second version of itself. Or imagine holding an off-center strike where the portrait of Washington drifts sideways, leaving a bold crescent of blank metal, a dramatic, eye-catching mistake that makes collectors instantly stop and stare. Then there are wrong planchet errors, the holy surprises of minting. A quarter struck by accident on a dime blank creates a lighter, thinner coin with design elements cut off at the edges. These are rare, thrilling, and instantly valuable. And struck through errors, caused by bits of debris caught between the dies, leave mysterious textures and patterns that no other coin on earth shares. Every error tells a story. Every pristine survivor whispers of chance and preservation. And every collector knows that 1988 is a year where ordinary becomes extraordinary if you look closely enough. Now let's talk about the real market prices, spoken clearly in words. A normal circulated 1988 quarter is worth 25 cents. A crisp uncirculated example usually brings $1 to $5. A certified mint state quarter in very high grades can sell from tens of dollars into the low hundreds. Major errors such as strong double dies, large off-center strikes, and wrong planchet pieces can reach several $100s. The rarest and most dramatic examples have achieved auction results in the low thousands. Top 3. We're unlocking the hidden world behind a coin that millions of people use without a second thought. The United States of America quarter dollar from the year 1985 might look simple, ordinary, even boring, but that is exactly what makes its secrets so thrilling. Because behind this everyday coin lies a world of rarity, minting mistakes, and unexpected treasures waiting to be discovered by the collector who takes just a few seconds to look a little closer. The 1985 quarter was born in a decade of high speed and high demand. The mint machines were running almost non-stop, striking billions of quarters to keep up with an economy that was constantly moving. When coins are made that quickly, perfection becomes almost impossible. Many coins leave the mint with tiny flaws, weak strikes, or light scratches. Most of these flaws are minor, but a small number stand out, errors so bold, so unusual, that they instantly catch the attention of anyone who truly knows coins. Most quarters from this year are heavily circulated today. They've been through vending machines, parking meters, cash registers, and pockets for almost 40 years. They carry the marks of everyday life, the dull shine of age, and the worn edges of time. But every once in a while, you come across a survivor. A coin that never entered circulation, a coin that still shines with bright luster, a coin where George Washington's portrait looks crisp and bold, as if it was struck yesterday. These mint state pieces are not common, and that rarity only grows with demand, but the true excitement lives in the errors, the accidental masterpieces that slipped past the mint's inspection. Some 1985 quarters show doubled letters or dates, giving the coin a slight shadow effect that collectors immediately recognize as a double die. Off-center strikes are even more dramatic, shifting the entire design to one side and leaving part of the coin blank like a missing puzzle piece. These visually shocking errors are extremely desirable because no two are exactly the same. Then there are wrong planchet errors. Imagine holding a quarter that was supposed to be struck on a quarter blank, but instead was struck on a dime blank or another metal disc entirely. The coin looks thin, light, incomplete, almost strange in your hand. These errors are rare and instantly valuable. Other pieces show clipped planchets, coins with a clean curved bite taken out of the edge, or struck through debris errors that leave mysterious patterns embedded into the metal. Collectors love 1985 because it's unpredictable. Some years are quiet. Some years are plain. But 1985? That's a year full of surprises. A year where an ordinary quarter can suddenly reveal a story, a mistake, or a treasure. And now, here are the real values spoken clearly in words. A normal circulated 1985 quarter is worth 25 cents. A clean uncirculated piece sells for $1 to $5. A high-grade certified mint state coin can sell for tens of dollars and sometimes into the low hundreds. Major mint errors such as large off-center strikes, strong double dies, clipped planchets, and wrong planchet pieces can sell for several $100s. The rarest and most dramatic errors have reached auction prices in the low thousands. Top 4. We turn our attention to a coin that slips through countless hands every day, a coin many people ignore, yet collectors know it carries secrets worth discovering. The United States of America quarter dollar from 1977 may look simple and familiar, but once you understand what makes this year special, you'll never glance at this coin the same way again. So sit back, listen closely, and let's explore a world hidden in plain sight. 1977 was a busy year at the mint, a time when machines worked fast, punching out millions of Washington quarters to keep America's economy moving. Most of those coins were struck perfectly, used in everyday life, and eventually became worn down by decades of pockets, purses, and vending machines. That's why the typical 1977 quarter today looks dull, scratched, and ordinary. But within that mountain of circulation coins hides a small number of survivors, coins that escaped wear, coins that stayed crisp and bright, coins that collectors dream of finding. But what makes this year truly exciting are the minting mistakes. In the fast pace of production, errors slipped through that today are worth far more than a regular quarter. Some of the most fascinating are the doubled dies, where letters or numbers appear doubled, creating a faint but unmistakable shadow that collectors recognize instantly. Others are off-center strikes, where Washington's portrait drifts toward the rim, leaving a clean crescent of blank metal. The further off-center the strike, the more dramatic and valuable the coin becomes. Then you have wrong planchet errors. Some 1977 quarters were accidentally struck on dime blanks or incomplete metal discs. These coins look strangely thin or incomplete, with parts of the design missing. Such pieces are extremely rare and highly sought after. There are also clipped planchets with perfect crescent cuts, die cracks that leave raised lines across Washington's face, and struck through debris errors that freeze random shapes permanently into the metal. Each one is unique. Each one is a story of a moment inside the mint's machinery that no one expected. Collectors love this year because it offers a perfect balance, a coin common enough for anyone to find, yet rare enough in its error forms to create real excitement. It's a treasure hunt where every 1977 quarter might hold a surprise, a mistake, or a rare survivor from a world long gone. Now here are the real market values spoken clearly in words. A normal circulated 1977 quarter is worth 25 cents. A clean uncirculated example usually sells for $1 to $5. A certified high-grade mint state coin can bring tens of dollars and sometimes into the low hundreds. Major errors such as large off-center strikes, doubled dies, clipped planchets, and wrong planchet pieces can reach several $100s. The rarest and most dramatic mint errors have sold at auction for prices in the low thousands. Top 5. We're stepping into the world of a coin that millions of people overlook every single day. The United States of America quarter dollar from 1994 might seem like just another common Washington quarter, the kind you toss into a vending machine or drop into a tip jar without thinking twice. But what if this simple, everyday coin held secrets? What if hidden among the ordinary pieces were rare survivors, shocking mint errors, and valuable treasures that only reveal themselves to those who truly pay attention? So coin lovers, settle in and listen closely, because this story is about to turn a regular quarter into something unforgettable. 1994 was a year of massive production. The mint machines worked at remarkable speed, striking millions upon millions of quarters that would fuel America's daily life. With such volume, the vast majority of these coins entered circulation immediately, gathering scratches, dulling their surfaces, and losing their sharp details with every passing year. And that is why the rare, preserved mint state examples stand out like shining time capsules. A mint state 1994 quarter has crisp lines, bright luster, and an untouched surface that almost feels frozen in history. These coins carry a different energy, the kind that collectors instantly appreciate, but what truly brings excitement to this coin are the unexpected mint errors. In the rush of high-speed production, mistakes happen, and those mistakes are the very treasures collectors chase. Some 1994 quarters show doubled dies, where the lettering or numbers form faint echoes of themselves. These doubled images are subtle, mysterious, and incredibly appealing to those who know how to look for them. Even more dramatic are the off-center strikes. Imagine holding a quarter where Washington's portrait is pushed toward the edge, leaving a bold crescent of blank metal on one side. The further off-center the strike, the rarer and more desirable the coin becomes. Then there are the wrong planchet errors, the surprise stars of the coin world. A 1994 quarter accidentally struck on a dime blank is thinner, lighter, and incomplete, an eye-catching mistake that instantly captures interest. Clipped planchets, with clean curved bites missing from the coin's edge, add even more intrigue. Struck through errors, where bits of debris or grease leave strange patterns embedded into the design, create truly one-of-a-kind pieces. These coins are more than money, they're snapshots of moments where the mint machinery slipped, creating rare collectibles that escaped into circulation. Collectors adore this year because it offers endless possibility. You can find a 1994 quarter anywhere, on the ground, in a cash drawer, or inside a forgotten jar, but what you might find hiding in that same pile could be something completely unexpected, a tiny treasure that tells a story. Now here are the real market values spoken clearly in words. A normal circulated 1994 quarter is worth 25 cents. A clean uncirculated example usually brings $1 to $5. Certified high-grade mint state coins often sell for tens of dollars and can rise into the low hundreds. Major mint errors such as large off-center strikes, strong double dies, clipped planchets, and wrong planchet pieces can reach several $100s. The rarest and most dramatic error coins from 1994 have achieved auction prices in the low thousands. So the next time you spot a 1994 quarter, take a moment. Look closer. Because hidden in that tiny piece of metal might be a story, a rarity, or a treasure waiting for the right set of eyes to notice it. Top 6, we're taking a closer look at a coin that most people never think twice about. The United States of America $quarter from 1990 might look completely ordinary at first glance, the kind of coin you toss into a fountain or slide across a counter without even noticing. But what if I told you that hidden among these everyday quarters are rare survivors, shocking mint errors, and unexpected treasures that collectors hunt for with passion? So stay with me and listen carefully, because this story might change how you look at a simple 1990 quarter forever. The year 1990 was a busy one for the mint. Millions of Washington quarters poured out of the presses at high speed, destined for circulation all across the country. Most of these coins lived rough lives, years inside pockets, wallets, cash registers, and vending machines. That's why so many 1990 quarters today look worn, dull, and tired. But a tiny fraction survived in pristine condition, untouched by circulation. These bright mint state examples shine differently. They carry crisp details in Washington's hair, sharp edges around the lettering, and smooth untouched fields that make collectors stop and admire. But beyond condition lies something far more exciting. Errors. The hidden heartbeat of numismatics. When the mint runs fast, mistakes sneak through, and those mistakes become the treasures collectors dream about. Some 1990 quarters show doubled letters or dates, where parts of the design appear slightly shadowed. These double die coins are subtle yet incredibly desirable. Then there are the dramatic off-center strikes, where the entire design shifts toward the rim and leaves a clean blank arc of metal on one side. The more off-center the strike, the rarer and more valuable the coin becomes. Even more thrilling are wrong planchet errors. Imagine a 1990 quarter accidentally struck on a dime blank. The coin becomes thinner, lighter, and missing parts of the design, a rare and eye-catching mistake. Clipped planchets add another layer of curiosity, showing perfect curved bites missing from the edge. And struck through errors, where bits of cloth, metal, or grease got pressed into the coin during minting, leave unique marks frozen forever in the metal. Each error is one of a kind, a rare accident that escaped the mint unnoticed, only to be discovered decades later by a sharp-eyed collector. That's why the 1990 quarter remains fascinating. It's common enough for anyone to find, but special enough to hide unexpected treasures. Every coin becomes a mystery worth exploring, a tiny challenge for people who love the thrill of discovery. Now here are the real market values spoken clearly in words. A normal circulated 1990 quarter is worth 25 cents. A clean uncirculated example typically sells for $1 to $5. High-grade certified mint state coins can bring tens of dollars and sometimes rise into the low hundreds. Major mint errors such as large off-center strikes, strong double dies, clipped planchets, and wrong planchet pieces can sell for several $100s. The most dramatic and rare error examples have sold at auction for prices in the low thousands. Top 7, and last rare coin. We're diving into a coin that might be hiding in your pocket, your drawer, or even in a jar of loose change, a coin that millions of people handle every day without realizing its potential value. The United States of America $quarter from 1973 may look ordinary at first glance, but once you understand the story behind this coin, you'll never look at it the same way again. It's a piece of history, a small but fascinating artifact, and for collectors, a potential treasure. 1973 was a busy year at the mint. Millions of quarters were struck for circulation, each one traveling across the country, passing from hand to hand, pocket to pocket. Most of these coins endured years of wear, collecting scratches, discoloration, and the dulling effect of everyday life. But a rare few survived untouched, preserved in near-perfect condition. These mint state examples showcase sharp details in Washington's portrait, deep luster that reflects light beautifully, and perfectly defined lettering that seems almost frozen in time. For collectors, these coins are like tiny time machines connecting us to the early 70s, but the real excitement comes from errors, those rare mistakes that slipped past quality control at the mint. In 1973, several kinds of errors made certain quarters stand out from the ordinary. Some coins feature doubled dies, where letters, numbers, or parts of Washington's portrait appear doubled, creating a faint shadow effect that is subtle but highly sought after. Others are off-center strikes, where the design shifts toward the edge, leaving a smooth crescent of blank metal. The more off-center the strike, the rarer and more valuable the coin becomes. Even more dramatic are wrong planchet errors. Imagine a 1973 quarter accidentally struck on a dime blank. The coin looks thinner, lighter, and incomplete, immediately catching the eye of a sharp collector. Then there are clipped planchets, with neat, curved sections missing from the edge due to a misfeed in the metal sheet. And struck-through errors, caused when bits of debris or grease were pressed into the coin during minting, leaving unusual marks or patterns forever frozen into the metal. Each error is unique, a one-of-a-kind story captured in metal that can never be replicated. Collectors love the 1973 quarter because it combines accessibility with the thrill of discovery. You can pick up one of these coins almost anywhere, but the hunt for mint errors and high-grade examples is what makes this coin endlessly fascinating. Every 1973 quarter holds the potential to surprise, delight, or even astonish a collector. Now let's talk real market values. A normal circulated 1973 quarter is worth 25 cents. A clean uncirculated example generally sells for $1 to $5. Certified high-grade mint state coins can bring tens of dollars, sometimes reaching into the low hundreds. Major errors such as strong double dies, dramatic off-center strikes, clipped planchets, and wrong planchet examples can reach several $100s. The rarest, most extraordinary error coins have sold at auction for prices in the low thousands. So next time you find a 1973 quarter in your change, take a moment. Examine it closely. You might be holding a rare piece of history or even a hidden treasure. And if you enjoyed learning about this coin and want to uncover more secrets from the world of rare coins, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell, because we explore coins just like this every week. Don't miss out on the next treasure hiding in your pocket.